Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. ICRC presents a new way to help families and communities cope with and manage the challenges of caregiving with a shorter form of audio respite. This corner chat is a quick and easy listen for those who need a break from caregiving, encouraging words, or just enjoy this podcast. This corner chat is dedicated to caregivers and professionals in the community who assist with providing information and perspectives on self-care to members of the community. We bring to you an episode of the Inland Caregivers Corner. Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to an episode of the Inland Caregivers Corner chat. I hope those listening enjoyed the December episode of the Inland Caregivers Corner podcast. The December episode provided tips on how to face a difficult day and ways to beat the holiday blues. The information was provided by licensed marriage and family therapist Lauren St. Jacks. Please give it a listen on YouTube if you're interested in that information. All you have to do is just search Inland Caregiver Resource Center on YouTube. For those new or existing listeners of the Inland Caregivers Corner who may not be familiar with the Inland Caregivers Corner chat, these episodes are shorter than the regular Caregivers Corner podcast episodes, and they will happen on occasion. These episodes are meant to be a quick burst of encouragement, information, and motivation for you, the listener. For those who have been listening from episode 1, thank you. Thank you so much for your time and interest in this podcast. To those just getting started today, welcome and thank you for your time. I am your host, Derek Chacon, a care coordinator with ICRC. It is January 1st, 2022. It is a new year, and I hope all listeners had a great holiday filled with fun, laughter, and gratitude. Happy holidays to all. January 1st is New Year's Day. And many jokes are made at this time about, gyms being full of new members, people wanting to change their lifestyle, people wanting to get rid of things, get rid of habits. And, many take New Year's or a New Year's starting as a time to begin good practices and change an undesired trait or behavior, accomplish a personal goal, their life, just improve their life. All this is according to Wikipedia. Quick Wikipedia search on what a New Year's resolution is. So they brought up that information. On this episode, I would like to provide information on how to set goals and to crush them. So first off, what is something, I want to ask you, the listener, what is something that you're looking to change, improve, or begin this year? So for myself, it's running a half marathon. I've been running since early 2021, and have so far completed 3 races. I've completed 2 5Ks and 1 10K. So a 5K race is 3.1 miles and a 10K is 6.2. And with the half marathon, that boosts it up to 13.1 miles. So far it will be my longest distance. My main goal is to just finish the half marathon, and I know I will accomplish this by completing my interval training. For those that don't know, it's where you run for a amount of time and then walk for an amount of time, so that way it gains stamina to go ahead and finish long distance runs. So I will accomplish that, and I'm going to complete my interval training once a week until March 6th, 2022, which is the date of the half marathon race. So this goal, I've stated, is an example of a SMART goal. And SMART is an acronym meaning specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time sensitive. I specifically stated I will complete my interval training once a week, and this is specific, measurable, Since I will be completing the training once per week, it is attainable for me, for my level of fitness and what I'm capable of doing. And it's also realistic, as I have enough time to complete this goal. And it is time sensitive because I only have until March 6th, 2022 to complete the goal of training, doing interval training once per week. So now I want to ask, for those listening, what is your goal for 2022? Okay. And I want to encourage you to try the SMART goals approach. It can make a goal such as exercising sound completely more attainable. An example is, I will walk for a half hour every Tuesday morning until January 31st, 2022. So this goal is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time sensitive. This would be considered a SMART goal. A goal developed this way can seem far more attainable for a person instead of stating, I'm going to lose 20 pounds in 30 days. It's not really realistic, mainly because it's not specific. It's pretty general. And it is likely not attainable, mainly because it's very general. So though it maybe for some people, you may be able to do that, but without specifics, studies show that it's probably not going to happen. And the less attainable a goal is, the more likely we are to quit or give up on the goal. And I want all of you, all listeners, to crush these goals in the new year. So with that, I want to share 10 tips to help keep your New Year's resolutions. And this is taken from an article by Louise Smith from Gaiam.com. It's spelled GAIAM.com. If you want to check it out, they have a bunch of yoga tips and accessories and things like yoga mats. And so if you're interested in that, give them a visit at GAIAM.com. So the first tip for keeping your New Year's resolutions is be realistic. Make your goal attainable. So, saying something like, I'm not going to eat fast food for a month, it's not really realistic, considering that, maybe that's something that you've had consistently, or something that you enjoy doing. That's okay. It's okay to enjoy fast food, but so everything is good in moderation. Plan ahead. Don't make the resolution New Year's Eve. A good mantra that I like to use is, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So this goal should be planned before December 31st. Of course, you can always, begin a goal, start planning now, and then start your goal on February 1st. It's you versus you. So if it is something that you want to complete, start it when you can and when you're ready. Don't get discouraged just because it says, plan before December 31st and it's January 1st. No need for that. Just go ahead and begin planning now. And once you have everything planned, begin your goal. Tip number 4 is make a pros and cons list. So this can help keep motivation to complete your goal. Tip number 5, talk about it. Tell those who will support you in crushing your goal. Of course, you don't want to tell somebody who maybe is negative or is gonna provide negativity to you, like, try not to eat fast food for a month, or let's say what's the attainable goal? I'm trying not to eat fast food on Tuesdays. Oh, but that's the day we always go and eat, well, I'm trying not to do that, oh, come on, who am I going to eat with? And they kind of guilt you into doing something that you didn't want to do. That's completely against your goal. It's going to delay progress. And so I'd recommend, still letting that person know, but at a time where you feel you're ready and that you're able to say, no, let's walk together on Tuesdays instead of going out to eat. That might be beneficial for both parties. Reward yourself, celebrate your successes. Always celebrate your successes, even if they're minimal. If you didn't if you didn't go eat fast, using the fast food example, if you didn't go eat fast food that Tuesday, maybe on Saturday, going and getting yourself a nice coffee, that you like, that maybe is low calorie, something that won't hinder you in your goal. If your goal is to lose weight, we'll use that example as well. But something that you enjoy, or just doing something you enjoy, like spending time with friends, or playing with your pet, or anything like that. Something that isn't going to hinder your progress. And then number 7 is track your progress. Keep track of small successes, short-term goals. Each small accomplishment is going to keep you motivated. So that's always a good thing, is to track that progress. As we were saying, and using that example again. So say you're on the 4th Tuesday, and you hit your goal of not eating fast food on Tuesdays, and you hit those goals. Maybe getting like new exercise clothes, or just rewarding yourself, or something like that. Don't beat yourself up. This is tip number 8. Don't beat yourself up obsessing over a slip. It's not going to help you crush your goal. Take it a day at a time. And I like the phrase "don't should" on yourself. Taking place of the other S word. Don't should on yourself. You can sit there and say, I should have did this. I should have worked out. I should have exercised. I should have went this way. I should have went this route. Don't should on yourself. It's a new day. Everyone gets a new 24 hours. And you can take that time to readjust and continue crushing your goal. Tip number 9, stick to it. If you want to quit, give up, just slow down, stick it out. It takes 21 days to develop a new habit, and 6 months for it to be a part of your personality. It's not going to happen overnight. That's the best thing, is even if you want to quit or give up, best thing to do is just slow down, stick it out. One mantra, also, I love mantras. Another one is anything worth doing is worth doing poorly. I know that sounds weird, but it's just the fact that you're still doing something, and creating progress, even if it's slow or minimal. Progress is progress. So that should be encouraging for those listening. And then lastly, tip number 10, keep trying. If you run out of time, or if you didn't hit your goal, try again. You learn far more from failure than you do success. And it builds this mindset of, nothing's going to keep me down. I'm not going to quit. I'm not a quitter. Everything is completely attainable. I just have to focus, and I have to prepare, and then move forward with crushing that goal. So it builds a strong mindset. You run out of time, you didn't hit your goal, try again. Try it one more time. You can try as many times as you like. You can even go beyond the goal that you wanted, just because you tried again. You have a better understanding of what you need, what worked, what didn't work. So that's a great tip, is to just continue trying. And so I'd also like to share some motivation to assist listeners with crushing their New Year's goals. This is taken from a Forbes article by Amy Blaschka. I hope I said that last name right. First, you want to redefine success. Be kind and compassionate to yourself. Focus on making one decision that's going to get you closer to crushing that goal, and believe that you can. Have confidence in your goal, and believe that you can do it. You can crush it. You can crush that goal that you have. The hardest part of the goal that you have is starting it. That's the biggest part. So I want to, complete this half marathon. At this time, I have yet to start interval training. I have done a few runs, but not specifically for this race. And that's the hardest part for me, because I'm questioning, am I going to be able to complete this? Should I sign up? Should I sign up for a 10K because I know I can complete that? Well, no, I want to challenge myself. So, training's going to start, hopefully, next week because of the holiday and everything. Um, but that's the hardest part is starting. So so for those listening, um, specify, maybe write out your goal in a SMART goal style, and and then just start. That's the hardest part. Start the goal. After that, everything else is easy. And, it's just doing it constantly, whatever that goal may be. Continue crushing your goal. Take it a day at a time. It's Tuesday at this time, and that's all it is. It's not last week, a month from now, whatever. It's Tuesday, and so on Tuesday I'm gonna crush my daily goals and complete what I need to do. And if I don't, then okay, what happened? What did I do that made it to where I didn't want to? And then tomorrow it's go time. Let's forget about Tuesday, and we'll continue moving forward, because progress is progress. Um, and so, continue crushing your goals. Take it a day at a time. I hope these tips and motivations were helpful to all you listeners, and I wish all listeners great success and encouragement while you crush your goals in 2022. I'll see you in 2022. Look out for new episodes of Inland Caregivers Corner in February. So that'll be out. And thank you all so much. I know this journey for the podcast has been going consistently. Starting out, I didn't know how many episodes we would be going, but it's going strong, and it's getting stronger every day. So I'm very appreciative to you listeners. I hope to have some new fun things in 2022 that would be helpful and beneficial for all of you. And I just want to say thank you again, as time is very important to me, and it means a lot when you take the time out of your day to listen to this podcast. So thank you all so much. Happy New Year's. Crush your goals in 2022, and I will see you in February. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Inland Caregivers Corner chat. Please let me know what you think. I would love to gain any feedback our listeners have on how to improve this podcast. Subscribe to Inland Caregiver Resource Center to listen to our previous chat episodes and full Inland Caregivers Corner episodes. You can also listen to all the upcoming episodes of the Inland Caregivers Corner podcast. I hope you'll join me again in February. As I said, if you, your neighbor, a friend, relative, or colleague need resources with caregiving, please contact Inland Caregiver Resource Center at 800-675-6694. You can add us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/ICRC1985. You can follow us on Instagram at Inland Caregiver. It's all one word. Like and subscribe to Inland Caregiver Resource Center on YouTube. And of course, check out our new website at www.inlandcaregivers.org. Keep listening to Inland Caregivers Corner and Inland Caregivers Corner chat for information and resources as we continue to cope with and manage the challenges of caregiving together. I'm Derek Chacon, and continue to care for yourself, your loved ones, and your community. Take care, and Happy New Year.